Hey you guys, welcome back to the Aggressive Aries channel. If this is your first time here, welcome. I'm so happy to have you. Yeah, your girl's been gone for a little minute, but whatever. Happy New Year. Welcome to 2022. I can't believe it. Time just flew by this year. Like, I started a job and time just flew by. You know, getting yourself into a new routine and a new cycle and trying to actually slow yourself down with a slower job or whatever. It can be a bit of an eye opener, about yourself and how you really need to ground yourself and things like that. But that's what I'm talking about by myself, you know what I'm saying? So, I realized that I had some stuff that I needed to work out as well. Maybe you've been right along there with me and realized a lot of the things that you were doing was the definition of insanity. And though you didn't want to tell yourself that, at the end of the day, that's what it came down to. So, this message is for anybody that needs to hear it. I'm not exactly sure what it is that needs to be said. What I'm getting is getting back on your path, finding your strength again, realizing you are as resilient as you are. Sometimes it's okay to take a break, whether it's from something or someone or whatever. It's all good in moderation. Just remember your number one team player, which is you. But also don't forget your number two player, 2 and 3, God or whoever you pray to, and the people that have been there for you. So it's don't forget the little people along the way, but most of all, don't lose yourself along the way. And even if you do, just know that there will be a path for you to take to refine yourself, because God or whoever you pray on, they're not going to put you through something, one, you didn't ask to be put through, and two, something that you can't get through. So yeah, that was my little monologue of what I was getting. So this is really a healing energy reading, a short one, not a long one. I just wanted to reintroduce myself. My name is Aggressive Aries. All right. Okay, so I'm not taking all these cards, but I'm realizing it's been a reconnection. You've been having spiritual surgery. They've been trying to get you to be more playful. You're realizing that you're expanding and that you're now blossoming. So, and it's time to recenter. Sorry, I'm so not used to recording anymore. It's time to recenter. All right. I gotta remember how to, actually live my life here. Okay, so that's weird. I have to do it like that. Anyway, so I had to recenter because I realized I had this camera in a very weird position. And maybe you found yourself in some very weird positions lately and you had to recenter. But it says, let go and allow flow. Step into alignment within the flow. Welcome the new into your life. Awakening your feminine beauty, emotions, and physical connections. And just be careful about your thoughts that you have going on in your mind right now. So Spirit, can we actually have some 3 cards, not 20? I'm not even meaning to speak to me, but Alright, that's all we're taking for right now, okay? So, the card that was upside down, but I don't read these cards upside down because there's no such thing in these cards. They're healing. So right now, it's about the journey. Journey forward, life's path, destiny, perfect timing, support, balance. Only you can journey on your path. The unknown changes. Don't give up. Take action. Truth, wisdom, moving. So right now, you realize your journey is only your journey. You're going to have to diverge from, paths that you've been with people. And I like how this card, I like how it's the rainbow, and I was just thinking about the rainbow earlier. But I kind of think of a friend taking this path and you taking that path. And it's granted you have your own paths to take, but don't forget you guys still don't have that connection, is also what I'm getting. So they want me to take this one as the second card. So 8, emotional healing. Healing of emotions in the sacral chakra. Be cautious of emotional dramas unfolding around you. Hold your center. Listen to your feelings. So, for some people, I'm getting that the journey's been really hard and you've been finding like the way self-soothing and creation is coming up sideways. You've been actually doing the opposite of actually finding things to create. Like, you've been self-soothing. Self-soothing sometimes is not a good thing. Like, if you're overindulging in like liquor, whatever it is that you feel like you are overindulging in, and like maybe you're like, you know what, I could go without that for a few weeks, then maybe you should cut it out for a few weeks. And it's like, but also don't sit there and beat yourself up, because at the end of the day, you're where you're supposed to be. It's like, but just hold yourself, hold your center. So right now they're saying you're having to revisit this soothing part of yourself and what makes you happy. Emotional exploration. Welcome contentment into your heart and life. Stabilize your emotions. Play, dance, laugh and sing to allow peace inside. Heart healing and opening. Love. So it's time for you to emotionally heal, and that's the journey that you've been on or you have been on lately. You found yourself maybe a little bit more explosive. Maybe when you're driving, you've had more road rage than normal, or maybe you've been drinking and driving, and that's never good. Because that's not creation, that's the opposite. That's destruction. But anyway, so if you get back to the positive healing, you'll be able to go back into creation. Creative energy and ideas around you. A window of opportunity exists. Welcome it into your life. Ignite your confidence to move to the next level. So like, you had to go back to your journey. You realize your journey right now was all about your emotional and your sacral chakra or your solar plexus. And like, you just found yourself extra, like, even if you were just found yourself without the fight, you know, so, cause some people's like, it's fight or flight. And for me, it's more so fight. And I found myself just like, I don't even want to fight, so I'm not even going to get into this. That's the kind of energy I've been in. And sometimes that's actually the worst position to be in, is when you're like neutral. Neutral is like the worst spot. Like, granted, you want to be balanced, but don't be neutral. I can't explain that. Hopefully somebody else can. So, I'm asking the Ancestors card to well, thank you. I literally was asking the card to clarify the journey, which is technically the Fool. Like, I wish it just I have to learn how to make this thing autofocus when I wanted to, because, you know, sometimes, there we go. So, you're literally the Fool. You are on a journey that is actually that is blessed. So just know that they're here helping to guide you along your way. And your world is changing again. And there's nothing wrong with that. Because now, it's like, now that you've changed up your environment or your world or how you see things, now you're able to come back up with that Knight of Cups energy, like actually overflowing. Instead of just like, not overflowing, but like having a balanced cup. Because how can you ride an elephant and not spill your cup? You know what I'm saying? That person must have a lot of good balance. And I'm getting that you kind of just want to be seen and not heard. I'm feeling like maybe on this new journey, you feel like nobody really sees you, and it's causing you like emotional turmoil. Also, for the person that is, you know, on this new journey, there could be somebody coming into your life that's going to change your life for the better. Well, they said I had to take it, so I'm going to take it. All right. So we have We have the Queen of Disc clarified by the Tower. So you've realized, like, you've been going through whatever creativity that you used to use, or whatever project that you were actually like nurturing and putting your time, your energy, and effort into. It's caused you a lot of emotional turmoil, but it was all a part of the journey. This tower moment was supposed to happen. If this tower moment didn't happen, you would not be where you're supposed to be on this journey, is what I'm getting. Your world was supposed to turn upside down but the world, it was literally upside down, and then tower moment, and it's all because it was to lead you to your Knight of Cups energy. Excuse me while I re-get my bearings with the focusing of the camera and everything. Can I have a card to clarify soothing, please? Well, they said we're gonna give you both to clarify both. So they said late like that. Okay. So now I feel like for some it was like a third party situation that kind of just made you blind, and it made you like self-soothe yourself because you felt like nobody really wanted to offer this couple love or a job or whatever it was that you felt you had to offer. And but it's like now you had to take the blinders off and realize, like, even if that was the case, like, you allowed yourself to be put in that situation instead of just, well, it's like you put yourself in that situation, but yet you were being divinely guided and divinely protected. So even if you went through that situation, you still would have came out with a little bit of broken heart, but not as hurt as you would have been years before, if that makes any sense for anybody. It makes sense to me. But can I have a card to tie the two together, please? Spirits. So to tie it all together, you've really had to have more love and more passion for yourself. You've had to finally take a fucking seat and realize and look at all the things that you got. Like, you have more things in this life, not even just like materialistic wise, but spiritual. You become more grounded, you're more colorful, you're more successful. You see the things that you want and you get it. And it's like you're aware of what like the daggers that people try to put in your back, but that's why now you're sitting in a freaking concrete ass chair, because you refuse to be sitting on your chair and somebody come get you. But I would wear a bigger chair, but you know, that's a big ass headdress, so maybe it's not gonna get through. I don't freaking know. But just know all these pains in your side must lead you to being in your Queen of Spears energy. So just take that passion that you've been using to kind of be like in something in over moderation, calmly actually use that idea and move slow and steady to figure out where you need to be and where you're going to go. And if you're not exactly sure, the ancestors are saying feel free to ask us, because we will tell you. Okay, so these are the spirit guide messages that we're getting for it now. So when I was saying, so maybe you were overindulging in a person or overindulging in something that was not beneficial to you, or you realized it was taking out more energy than you bargained for. Break the connection, because otherwise it's going to create a soul tie, and it's just going to keep coming back up over and over again. Do we have a problem? And maybe that's something you've been asking yourself. Maybe you've been asking a friend, or it's like you're asking yourself, like, what is my problem? Like, and they're saying you don't have a problem. It's just you have to reevaluate a lot of things that you haven't really thought about before. So I don't know how this car even got in there. That's a little different. You want to get shot, stop talking shit. So, but that, it's more so like, for some people, I'm getting it's kind of like that itty bitty shitty committee, like when you keep shooting shots, and it's finally like you decided to finally realize, like, hey, I'm way better than that. Or you're talking a lot of shit about somebody, and they're like, you need to stop it. And maybe you need to watch yourself. Maybe there's somebody around you that maybe you do have just be careful with that. But anyway, so maybe that's something you had in the past, like people talking behind your back, and like you wondering like if you had a problem with people, and it's like you had to break that connection with a lot of people that you thought were stabbing you in the back, is what I'm getting. Or people or things that weren't serving you a purpose. If they're draining your energy, draining your emotions, and it's like there was a lot of drama, people talking behind people's back, and it's like always like that he said, but it's like, you know what, you kind of like bounced out that situation, you got it together, you're learning how to actually communicate instead of communicate, relax, and just wait for that timing. And it's like realizing like things are not as serious as they seem. This is more long-winded than I want it to be, but yeah, just basically, the journey is yours. Keep your journey to yourself. You can share with other people. Offering advice and things like that does help people with their healing. But just break anything that doesn't feel like it's serving you even a purpose. But even sometimes you have to take a break from something, but doesn't mean you can't come back. But that's all I have for you guys. If this resonated with you, feel free to hit that like button, subscribe down below, and don't forget to smash that like button. Did I already say that? I might have, but it's okay because you should smash that like button and hit the subscribe button. I know I said that. But anyway, peace, love, and light, guys. I'll see you the next time. Bye.